Researchers from the Max Planck Institute for Intelligent Systems and the University of California, Irvine have created the BirdBot. But this most recent bit of biomimicry boasts the characteristics of no ordinary bird. In fact, it doesn't even fly. But I suppose Ostrich Bot doesn't really have the same sex appeal. But just look at this thing, point those toes. She's a dancer. According to the researchers, the ostrich's gait is a prime example of evolutionary selection, since even the Tyrannosaurus Rex had a similar running style 66 million years ago. And this is officially the one and only story my kids will ever care about. The ostrich, a quote, mechanical wonder, weighs about 220 pounds and can reach up to 35 miles per hour. The bird is moving. It can also stand with bent knees for an extended period of time without tiring. Something not so easy for humans of a similar size. No, thank you. The researchers suggested that all of this was possible due to a unique coupling of the leg and foot joints. If the BirdBot could replicate it, it could lead to more energy-efficient robotics. The researchers built a robotic leg modeled after the leg of the flightless bird. The foot features no motor, only a joint with a spring and a cable mechanism. The foot is mechanically coupled to the rest of the leg's joints through cables and pulleys. Each leg contains only 2 motors at the hips, which swing the legs back and forth, and a small motor that flexes the knee joint to pull the leg up. In tests, the BirdBot proved to be able to cut energy consumption by 75%. And the design should scale, so we could soon see robots as large as a Tyrannosaurus Rex walking around consuming very little power. And while that would be just a perfect fix for our current supply chain problems, it's also the backstory to Jurassic Park if you buy into the whole they're really man-made robot theory. CRISPR gene editing has incredible potential. We recently saw it used in the most successful xenotransplantation application, when a pig heart was transplanted into a man. Now, researchers from the University of Chicago are using the tool to help fight addiction. The researchers harvest skin stem cells from a patient and then modify them using CRISPR gene editing to inject genes that reduce your motivation to take or seek alcohol or other drugs. The cells are grown to the size of about 2 credit cards and then re-implanted as a skin graft that works as a quote, bioengine, which continues to produce the molecules that help you fight the urge throughout the life of the graft. In initial animal studies, the grafts were a success. No word on what kind of junk the mice were hooked on though. The team recently spun off the technology into AdGraft Therapeutics, which is working to commercialize the novel platform. The hope is that skin grafts could help lessen the chances of relapse that are somewhat typical with other methods, since the graft essentially turns off the switch in your brain. While the tech is still new, one of the biggest obstacles to AdGraft's success is whether or not health insurance companies will pay for the treatment. Pay for the treatment! But also make sure that it's not turning off any of the other fun urges. Last week, at the 2022 IREX International Robot Exhibition in Tokyo, Kawasaki Heavy Industries showed off 2 humanoid robots and a robot goat. The first was the 7th generation of Robust Humanoid Platform, or RHP, Kaleido. Nearly 6 feet tall, weighing 182 pounds, and with 34 degrees of freedom, it can carry 132 pounds in each arm and walks a little more than 3 miles per hour. Kaleido has been in development since 2015, and it was unveiled back in 2017. Now Kaleido is nimble, and while he is slow, it can be used in high-altitude maintenance situations, like on towers or on wind turbines. The second humanoid was RHP Friends, a little smaller than the Kaleido, with a warmer presence, if you will. The demonstration featured a potential place in elder care, as the RHP slowly pushed a faceless mannequin in a wheelchair. A realistic solution with an odd ponytail to a sad reality of long-term care. Finally, the GOAT, or Ibex, the 4-legged and 4-wheeled robot Kawasaki calls the RHP Bex. When I thought of futuristic transitioning vehicles, I never considered that it would go from GOAT to ATV. It can carry up to a 220-pound payload and navigate uneven terrain. When it transitions to ATV, the drive wheel is in the torso and the 4 wheels in the knee joints are passive. During the demonstration, the Becks carried cargo and even people. The idea is to use it in everything from field work and agriculture to plant inspection. The worker riding it at least seemed to be enjoying it. We also need to give credit for the robots moving to the beat of every song, including Bon Jovi's It's My Life during Kaleido's gymnastics display. Just look at that.
これから危険な鉄塔の高所作業へ歩んでまいります。
Still got it. Or maybe he doesn't, that's why they're using that song. Used to have it. I'm David Manti, and it's my life. It's now or never.